Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium and the Aflac Kickoff Classic, and we are excited to get this college football season underway. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It's Jennings. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got him downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Mustangs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Pulls it in. It's McGowan. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, SMU. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They strike first in that opening drive of the season. Could not have gone better.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball and let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. To the air, it's Maddox. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off-play action on first down. Lets it fly. A strike downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Rebels will hustle to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about this. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Mustangs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Dropping back, it's Jennings. It's complete on the right side. On the move at the 30. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that bubble screen goes nowhere. You got to give the defender credit because he won at the point of attack, defeated the block. He was able to get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st.
And these wide receivers are so athletic out wide. Now you're so worried about getting beat deep, and these slant routes, they can be a good change-up. Just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He's got it on the right. Touchdown Mustangs! A great catch and run for 6.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oregon was anything but dominant today. But the Ducks are going to leave Autzen Stadium winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry-up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Going to try to get it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Flores. Flips it out to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period.
That's the end of the first.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second.
0.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. Start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Got it in the middle. It's Ncaa. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short game.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Lost to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Ncaa. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. All wideouts, no backs. Might be calling a hot route. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. This one's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
When I see the defensive man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. I'm trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of to make big plays.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll run it from the gun. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it. First down and more. At the 35, he's loose. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it. And
turning it on! Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Mustangs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more...
Touchdown, SMU! Nice catch and first down gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback to ball. Come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Flores. Got the back over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
On that RPO, QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. Runs for the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Working that wide receiver screen. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. To the air, it's Flores. Moving out of the pocket. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Makes the grab on the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
SMU 21, Ole Miss 7.
And the Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
The Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window. And you just say, hey, defense won that rep. Good coverage.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the back. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over. Breaks into the open. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Flores. Got his man. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ole Miss. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Power football with the run. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, SMU! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Going to take a shot at this DB. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse.
And that's the problem when you get in second and forever. The defense knows they make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep, they break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
He wants to change this route. Toss sweep to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Got it in the middle, it's Knight. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
35, Ole Miss, 14.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. To throw, it's Jennings. A little release to the back. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll bring it out. It's Lacey. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great. And great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. A hit as he fired. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about offense. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Watkins. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
You got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
The Rebels trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Maddox. They'll run the screen. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the 2nd half, but should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
He's looking to pass. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught, close to the marker, it's Cooper. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before. He makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And the Mustangs will have it 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Wants to throw it. He's got him in the flat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And Jesse, that's almost like an extension of the running game, a new age toss sweep.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, Reese, by the quarterback, putting that football in a place where his running back can make an easy catch and then advance it downfield.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
He's got it and still on his feet. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And the Rebels are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Maddox. This time he's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Powell. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He'll pull it down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. He lets it fly. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.